This is a trading review for the 12th of August 2022. It was a very difficult day. Um, I struggled a little bit. First off, everything was open in a weird place. We had an opening on R3, but we started to head up. On JD, we were trying to do a short from S4 because we had an outside day. We bounced from the S6 level and we rested a little bit at the S4 level, but I did not expect a S4 reversal here, um, which happened. We reversed from S4 all the way to the S3 level. So I switched targets and I was looking at Rivian because it was on my side list as well. And I was trying to take an R3 short, but you can see we push with strength. So I was a little bit hesitant as to what trade to take. And then we had this buying opportunity here on Apple. I mean, not an opportunity, but we had a lot of buying on Apple. So it was a very weird day for the system. I was watching AMD's price action at R4, but the market was just very strong. So what the market decided to do was to just gap everything up, and that is fine. That's not something I can complain about. But AMD was resting around the R4 area. But because they had AMD as an inside day and it was bearish, we had a hammer. We rejected the R3 level on the daily. Uh, I wanted to take a short at R3, but we gapped up to R4. So maybe I shouldn't have played an R4 reversal and I should have gone instead for an R4 breakout. But you can see here that we had a doji here at R4. We had some selling pressure on the top wicks, and we had a return to VWAP here and this previous day value area. So it was a good. It could have been a good move of a dollar or more than a dollar. So I wanted to give it like 20 cents on my entry. Take it short, but what I failed to do here was plan for a long. But anyways, I waited on AMD and we had a doji here. So that's a good signal. Those are all good signals. And I'm in my entry based on the 1 minute candle, but we close above the R4 level. And you see here that we had a huge drop after my entry of 16 cents. I had a stop loss of like 16 cents, 17 cents. So we were looking good. I believe 140 was was my first R. So around 125 was my 2 hour goal, but we never hit it. Instead, it just stopped me out and we reversed. So instead of this short here, I should have gone long at the break of R4. And this hammer here was a signal. Maybe an entry here. That was very quick. Let's see. How do you even pull the trigger on this? You have to be in your toes. Maybe right here, make an entry if you're expecting it. That would have been very nice. We had a 50 cent move right off the bat. 60, 70 cent move. Yeah, I should have been ready for that. It has to be very strict for an R4 reversal that the stock has to close below the R4 level. Otherwise, I'm just gonna have the trade run against me. But anyways, this was my first loss. This was a -1 loss. And you can see we had a very nice move of almost a dollar here. We sold off a little bit, but just to the moving averages. I mean, we returned to R4, I guess. but I'm just gonna focus on this trade. This was an R4 short. It was an F inside A. It was bearish, so we had a good criteria for this stock. We opened inside. It did not work. No, 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 yes, no. And no. F. We're gonna give ourselves an F because well, see, it's not fair because an F was later. The stock fell to close below R4 level. Is the most important rule. Yeah, that's not good. Um, that's not good at all. But anyways, that's just one trade. The next trade I take, let's see. I take a long at R4. Which is okay, but the thing that is not okay is that we never had a retest. This was the first push through. So that's the reason I got stopped out. That's the main reason I got stopped out here on R4 breakout. Is I'm gonna give myself a D or a C actually. Long. Apple was an outside day, no bias. Opening price was inside. Oh, it did not work. We made a good entry. You can see the break of the 1 minute, 5 minute. So it was a beautiful entry in terms of the candle setup. But context, I am missing context because if you look at my playbook, it says that when we are opening inside the gray area or inside the R4 level, you have to wait for a retest because there is a strong pullback. And I place very ambitious stop losses of 20 cents, 15 cents. And that's not good because there is a retest. There is a retest of the area. So what happened here is I just got stopped out while the stock was still trying to figure out what to do. So it was we had stacks. We had one volume signal. Yes, yes, yes. But let's see. Yes, there was no second test, and there is occasions where the stock just pushes through R4 and just flies, but those days are very rare, and I saw it happen, and it kind of changed my perception of how the stock should trade. But that's my fault because I need to review my playbook thoroughly in the morning. That's why that's why I need to spend the time and study the morning routine. I had it as a green because I thought that just reading my rules was enough, but I didn't pay close attention um, mm, to the playbook setups. So I need to remind myself every day of my exact playbook. But anyways, so that was my first entry long. So far so good in terms of respecting not my playbook rules but my daily rules. I have been because I have respected him. This is my second loss. It's a Friday. Maybe I should have stopped here, but I was very ambitious, and I say ambitious because I don't want to say greedy, but I was greedy. And then I like this formation of the. I like the formation of the moving averages. This doji, the lack of volume. So I made an entry short for a 14-cent stop loss at 170.30. So at the 170.10, that's 2R, and maybe I should have gotten out here, but we had stacks all the way to 170. So I wanted to record my losses, which was a mistake. You see, I placed an order at 170, but it just returns with strength, and I believe it stops me out. Yeah, it just stops me out, and that's a that's a bad on my part because it wasn't really an inside day Apple. So this entire trade that oh no, it didn't stop me out. I got out at break even here. Okay, I got lucky. I got really lucky. So it almost triggered my stop loss at 170.44. And here, what I should be thinking is an entry long because we have a nice formation of the. Okay, I make my entry long a bit late and a very ambitious stop loss. My entry is at 170.41. So 14 cents, 15 cents stop loss. Okay, this was a much better entry. This break-even loss is just irrelevant at the moment, but I should have gotten a 2R there. Just take all the money I can and run because I was at max loss already, so I should have done that, but I didn't. So I make a good entry here. But we had a strong rejection. We had volume here on this candle. So I get out at break even, so it doesn't count. But this was a good trade. So two break even trades. So far two valid trades, two losses, and I've managed to avoid getting stopped out on these two occasions. But I should have gotten out at 2R here. It would have made my day much easier. But this was a scalp, and I am not a scalper. I shouldn't be doing that just because I read the price action. I got out about break even here. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so I make an entry short. This anticipation, yeah, that's bad. That's bad. That's a bad trade. If I should have waited for the 5 minute clock to close. Okay, so this is a 10-cent stop loss. So at 170.13 is 2R. So I'm about 2R here, but I'm going for 3R to record my loss. That's not good. Yeah, I use again these are scalps. This is not good. and here I get stopped out. So this is a valid trade. This is a valid trade that making a lot of mistakes. I didn't partial. I had 2R move here, and I wanted to get out a 3R, at least one partial, like very ambitious moves, and the market was bullish, so not good, not good at all. I have good reading. This is a 2R trade. This is a 3R trade. That's a 5R return I would have had if I had gotten out at my goal. Stupid mistakes. I had good reading, but I am not a scalper. I should not be scalping. Anyway, this is an R4 reversal. If I'm not doing good in those. It's an outside day. No bias. Oh no, -1. You see right here that this if for an R4 reversal, it does offer the opportunity at the break of the 5 minute and 1 minute candle. Well, these are scalps. I broke the same rule here. Very dumb. So now we're at -3R on the day. And there is no sound on the video. There is not gonna be sound in the live video because I messed up the configuration on the OBS recording. So, but here is what I do now though, which I think is a good trade, is that I realized that we rejected BWAP and that we are in a bullish market and that we have stacks to the top side. We had a very large stack at 170.50. So I want to make an entry here. We have the moving averages acting as support now. So where do I place my entry? I'm just waiting. And I see that we tested 1 time, 2 times. So far I have taken 3 valid trades. Well, not valid, but 3 trades that have resulted in losses. 5 total if you count the break-even trades. But I'm waiting. I could have ended my day here at 3R and still meet the week's goal. But I knew no really good move. I knew that no good move has happened yet. So and I know that Apple is setting up. That Apple has struggled a long time here. So I know that I just got chopped here. So I am just waiting for that move to happen, and I am analyzing. I looked at the ladder and I see that there is a lot of stacks, and I'm looking at the time and sales. So when do I pull the trigger? Okay, I pull the trigger right there. So it's a beautiful entry on the 1 minute and the 5 minute candle with a lot of size actually 90. Okay, and I make another entry. My stop loss should be at around. I remove my stop loss. This is not the a smart thing that I did here. At 170.28, the loss of the 20 moving average. And we go and test it actually. And we close below the R4 level. And I should be getting out around here because I am at -1R, I believe. Or about to be -1R. And we are dropping. And we have BWAP here. Like we have room to drop if we drop. That's very scary. I placed my stop loss too. I was very ambitious with my stop loss. Maybe I should have played my stop loss at 170 at B1, and it will be 30 cents, and we will have a nice move to 171, and still will give me like 2 hour at least. But anyways, we return with confidence. We survived that dip, and now I am very confident that we're gonna break 170.50, and we're pushing. I have an order of 50 shares at 170.90, and there was some lag that messed up my order. So you can see here, we sell, and I want to sell more. I wanted to get out at 170.90, but there was a lag. So I got out half of my position at. So that's the problem. I wanted to get out at 170.90, and the price was already above it. So I was kind of like just trying to get out with a market order, but it triggered. And then here I'm trying to cancel it. So what you see here is just lag. Like I am not pressing the button and it does it automatically. I already had pressed the sell hotkey. It just wasn't going through. So I was trying to press escape to cancel it because I realized that it triggered. But anyways, I got out another position. So now I have to wait for a big push to 171.96 at least. And we push through it. And that's 5R, I believe. So and the stock actually run more, but this was a good level to get out. Uh, that's an R4 breakout. I would say this is a B setup. Well, it's an A setup actually. Long outside day. Got 5 out of this. Yes, actually, yes, we added. Psychological rate. I will say a C. Remove stop loss. So that's how we ended up with the with that. That's how we ended up at gold. But I took so many trades that probably the fees will have eaten all the gains I made. Was it 813, 812? Oh, I didn't take a screenshot of the 12. Oh no, I didn't take a screenshot. But anyways, it's about 2 hour. Yeah, so that gives me 2, 4, 6, 8 hour on the week, which is excellent, but it's the first time I have a week like this where I am not satisfied, and that's because I broke rules every single day I traded. I did take every trade I saw, but they were all shit. This ends the week. I think I did my morning routine most of the time, but I need to do a better job. I need to do a better job with the morning routine. No, this is not the correct one. Weekly routine. I need to do a better job, a more thorough job. I did take trades that I saw, but I need to do a better job with the quality of trades. Oh no, I keep making the same mistake. I did take better trade. I did take the trades that I saw, but not the best quality. So all the trades I took in the week were after losses. So I took a loss after loss after loss before making my day correct. So that means that I need to be a little patient. And one of the changes I've done is that I woke up early in the morning and the moves don't happen until late. So my patience is tested a lot. So I need to be careful with that. It's a bit of an improvement over last week, but I am still making the same mistakes. I managed to be profitable, but that's not good, especially if I'm gonna be trading with real money. I cannot have these days where I'm breaking rules because this is fake money. But once real money is involved, it's gonna be it's gonna have a real impact, and that's what simulation is for to establish that solidity in your behavior and attitude. So it's tough, but we ended the week at least. For the next week, I think profits. I'm gonna forget about profits because to meet the monthly goal, I just need 3R. And this week was awful. I mean, the Friday of the first week, that's where I removed my stop loss, and I had to get out at a horrible price. So yeah, thankfully it was simulation, but not a very happy week, not a very happy day. Friday, despite making the money, it was very stressful, and it shouldn't be stressful like that. But yeah, that's it for today.